And by that same token, men aren't allowed to have feelings in our society, which isn't fair. You're expected to move past it, work through it, get over it. Women don't get over anything. No, we don't get over it. Instead, we hold on to it. We hold on to that rejection. We hold on to it. We pluck it out of space-time and we examine it from hindsight. We put it in different scenarios. We bring in experts like, Stacy, get over here. What are you? Remember that guy took me to Coachella, never called me again? Should we drive to his house? And sometimes we hold on to the pain of our rejection so tight that they become part of the makeup of our personalities. And then we get to use the pain of that past rejection, ladies, as an excuse for why we are the weird brand of fucked up that we are now. Yes, he broke up with me over breakfast and now I don't drink milk and I'm annoying. Like, it's always something. Every girl in here remembers almost every time she was rejected, because for women, it doesn't happen as much for men. And every girl, every human remembers the first time they were rejected. I'll go first, 4th grade. So, we were going to sit down for circle time. And I went and I sat by a boy I thought was cute, and he told me to go away. Now he's dead. Now I don't sit in circles anymore. But we cherish our rejections. They give us texture, they give us personality. And we take each one and we label it. We label each issue, each past grievance in its own mason jar. It's very rustic, pin it. And we put it into our sack of emotional baggage. Each one. He broke up with me because I slept with his brother. Well, they're twins. They should wear different colored hats or something. I was set up. And we put it into our baggage and we throw that baggage over our shoulder. And what do we do, girls? We then walk it into the new relationship. Yes. And the best part is the new boyfriend has no idea what you're hauling. And he welcomes you. Yes, he welcomes you to the new union. Like, oh, come on in. You seem pretty cool and well-adjusted. And you're like, oh, I am. Yes! This seems like a safe place for me to unpack my shit. Another big part of the reason that women don't hit on men is because men typically don't find strong women attractive. They don't. Your date's gonna look at you and be like, no way, babe, I love a strong woman. Bullshit, Chad, okay? They love vulnerability. It's very attractive when a woman is vulnerable. Why is that? Men are very physical creatures. Women are very verbal. Men are very physical. So when a woman is vulnerable, hypothetically, it would mean that she needs physical help. And when a man feels he can be of help physically, then he feels needed, and that makes him feel good and attractive. When a man feels he can insert himself. No pun intended, but fuck it, we're making a comedy show. Pun intended, okay? You gotta give him something to do. And we as women a lot of times fault men for not communicating the way that we do. Women speak more words on average than men. It's not one's better or dumber than the other. It's just the way we are. When we talk at you, I want to talk. I want to be communicative about being communicative. You're not saying anything. Why aren't you talking about? You're not being communicative about your lack of being communicative. And I want to talk about how much I hate my friend Stacy. You haven't met Stacy, but when you meet her, you're gonna fucking hate her. We have to have. And he's just sitting there like, Mungo, no. Like, it's scary. If you have any doubt if a guy likes you, don't always look for the words, look for the actions. They will show you. I wish someone had told this to me when I was in my 20s. Because when you're young, you're like, he's just not texting back. He's just busy. He's just at work. His family died. Like, there's no bullshit like that. When a guy likes you, he shows up. If you have any doubt if the guy with you tonight likes you, give him something to do. If a guy likes you, he'll do anything. Be like, will you carry this glittery brick of cat shit? He'll be like, no, no, no. They're happy to do it. When a guy likes you, carrying your purse is an issue. They'll carry your bags if they're heavy. They'll put gas in the car if you don't want to deal. They'll check under the hood for the thing. I don't know, but they'll do that. It's very attractive when a woman is vulnerable and needs help, and that's historically always been the way it is. I didn't make that up. That's why the term is damsel in distress, not overly opinionated dyke who needs a fucking hand, man. That's why. If a woman can do it for herself, it's not as attractive. Let's put it this way. If we're all animals, okay, and men are lions, and women are like gazelles, what's a lion, if he's hungry, more likely to go after? The gazelle running at 90, unencumbered by a self-esteem issue, like, I own my own home and have a PhD. I enjoy witty banter. I just put a down payment on a boat and I don't hate my daddy. Onward! Or, remember, he's hungry. Or, the gazelle with the broken hoof, like, help, how does basketball work? Like, what? An easier meal. Side note, I am aware that it's the lioness, not the lion, that does the hunting, but let's pretend that that lion was like a bachelor and hadn't met his wife yet. Okay, so, we got all the zoologist questions out of the way. So, I will stand up here, and perhaps other women in your life that you consider strong will stand in front of you and tell you, be strong, do it your way, be tough. And it's one thing to say that, and for a lot of women, it's very difficult to live that when everything that we're taught tells us the opposite. Every movie we've seen since we were little girls has an opposite message. In movies, it's not the strong girl, the funny girl, the brave girl, the smart girl, the loud girl, the opinionated girl who gets the hot guy. No, girls like me get like fucking Steve Zahn and Jonah Hill. Like that's what... Well, she is funny and he looks funny and they'll fuck funny and they'll appreciate each other's souls. And it's always the quiet girl, right? The new girl that gets like Channing Tatum. It's always the girl that doesn't realize how beautiful she is. The girl that isn't funny, isn't opinionated. The subtext of that message is, that's right, girls. Men don't like a lippy woman, so zip it, hottie. Because it's always that. It's always the girl that doesn't know she's hot. Which, by the way, that Hollywood archetype, bullshit. Okay? It's bullshit. Because you fucking know when you're hot. No one's walking around like, what do I do with these giant tits and thin legs?